Hello, I'm ABC 57 investigative reporter Kevin Wormhold. Tonight, we're going to tackle an uncomfortable topic, child predators. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to take you inside an organization created by a concerned parent called Bikers Against Predators, and we're going to tell you how to keep your children safe from these online dangers. We want to warn you, some of this information is graphic, especially for children, so viewer discretion is advised.
Nothing happened.
It doesn't matter. Something did happen. You solicited a minor for sex.
Push back farther.
You.
No, you'll go to jail.
Well,
Push back 25 feet. I'm telling you, this is my scene. This is my scene. New law and order. Go back 25 feet.
That video, shot and streamed online by a self-proclaimed citizen journalist, Donald Nicodemus. Nicodemus operates the YouTube channel called Freedom to Film and responds to emergency scenes with his cell phone recording. This past July, he responded to a shots fired call at Lincoln Way West and North Brookfield Street. Nicodemus tells ABC 57 News, while he was at that crime scene, police threatened to arrest him for violating Indiana law that requires him to stay 25 feet away from police. It starts here at 1233 West Washington Street on June 8, 1986. Frances, Sandra's mother, tells us she hit the floor to take cover as she witnessed her friend get murdered in a drive-by shooting. Sandra's friend, Wayne Mack, was shot 3 times. He would later be pronounced dead at Memorial Hospital. Police interviewed Sandra and other eyewitnesses, and that led to the arrest of 2 brothers, Bobby and Donald Peck. And Sandra testifying in court. She immediately started getting threats, one time in front of her mother in the courthouse.
We had to pass this room, and the boys said, you better know what you're talking about when you get in court.
It shouldn't be this hard to get a business up and running.
John Lawson has spent his life working as an auto mechanic. He owned Lawson's car shop in Walkerton for the past 7 years, closing the location, hoping to move back his business to his hometown of South Bend. The exact location, 2222 Michigan Street, a site designated as commercial property since the 1950s.
I took the lease in April, got all my state and federal compliances done with my merchant ID, and as of April 28th, I was ready to open as far as the state was concerned.
That's when Lawson hit an unexpected roadblock.
I turned in my city license application to the city of South Bend. I was greeted with paperwork showing what I needed to do to be in compliance with being able to open because they have rezoned the building.
Lawson was confused. He leased the property through a real estate agency with the understanding it was recently used and designated as a mechanic shop. This noisy, busy intersection of Old US 20 and Ash Road is causing concern for an Osceola mom, Kimberly Garcia. She lives in a small neighborhood just to the north on Oak Drive. And her son, 6-year-old Alejandro, loves riding his bicycle in front of their house and down the street. And you could see Alejandro playing with his cousin while we were talking with Kim. You'll also notice a cast on his arm.
I scooped him up off the road, and I noticed right away that it was deformed. We got there, they did the x-rays, confirmed it was broken. This bone right here was fractured.
After testing the radar, it seemed to be in good working condition and accurate. I'm standing outside today in front of Clay International Academy, home of the Cougars. We're on the corner of Lily Road and Cleveland Road. We're here to do a test because we've received numerous complaints about speeding in the school zone. Now, parents are very concerned, and we're here to find out how fast Michianans are driving through the school zone. When we used the radar, the school zone lights were on, and the speed limit is 25 miles per hour during dismissal. 49. 57. That's a cop car. 53. With no emergency lights. Is that recording? That school zone light's still on, right? We observed a St. Joseph County Police Department vehicle with no lights or sirens speeding through the school zone. I reached out to St. Joseph County Sheriff Bill Redmond to see what he had to say about it. We start this story back in 1993 at Middlebury Apartments in the city of Elkhart. Marlis Harper, a resident at the time, was hosting a party with her cousin, Kizzy Harper, and some friends. The group was drinking when they heard a knock at the door. A man, unfamiliar to Marlis and Kizzy, at the door asking to buy drugs. An argument broke out between members of the party and this stranger.
He ended up getting beat up and they threw him in a dumpster. Next thing you know, you hear shots.
The victim survived, but the police launched an investigation into the shooting, prompting them to interview both Kizzy and Marlis. Chuck vividly remembers how that went down.
The police had picked her up. They were threatening to lock her up unless she told them what she knew and testified against this guy.